Stevie Coyle here at Mighty Fine Guitars with a Friday noontime webcast, Lafayette, California. I've staved off the pesky shoppers who want to come in here and play guitars for just a few minutes to show you a guitar. This is the first one of these. Oh, hang on. Make sure things are happening. Yes, I think they are. Right. Right. Come on in. Stevie Coyle here, Mighty Fine Guitars. I think I said that. Oh, my knee. This is a Schenk. Capital S, small c, small h, small e, small n, small k. Schenk, S-C-H-E-N-K. The first one I've had through the shop. It's lovely. It's really pretty terrific. Schenk. Welcome, whoever that is that just walked in. Enter and sign in, please. This is, I do these little recordings for Facebook. I do them live. And then I bounce them over to Instagram. And then I bounce them over to the YouTube channel, which is where things really live. Stevie Coyle Music, all one term. S-T-E-V-I-E-C-O-Y-L-E Music, all one term, at over there at YouTube. But welcome, all two of you that have come in. You ever seen a Schenk before? I think I played a Schenk. In fact, I'm sure I played a Schenk years ago at the Healdsburg Guitar Festival, which is always a gas. It was always great fun. And the great thing about it was that everything was there. And the worst thing about it was that everybody was there. And you couldn't hear the guitar so very well. And I'm quite sure I played a Schenk back then and thought, boy, this guitar feels like it sounds really good. There it is. What a lovely guitar. This is the Schenk Ophirio. O-P-H-I-R-I-O. And I realize I didn't stand up to say that, and I didn't capitalize it. But as a former spelling bee champ of San Gabriel Valley in 1970, and you can take that to the bank, the spelling is correct. Capital O-P-H-I-R-I-O. Ophirio. This was the guitar. It won all kinds of awards on Acoustic Guitar Magazine in 2011. This model is from 2012. The 2011 model was the Acoustic Guitar of the Year. The Acoustic Guitar of the Year won the gold in that division, and it was also won a gold in the small scale custom maker category. Rod Schenk out of Washington State. The guitar embodies more what Rod says on his own website about the Ophirio. Ophirio is the 2011 Guitar of the Year for Acoustic Guitar Magazine's Player Choice Awards. True. This guitar embodies a more traditional American shape combined with all the innovation and design associated with a Schenk guitar. Its smaller body is easier to maneuver and packs an impressive acoustic punch. Another body style that keeps giving the gift of sustain. True fact. This one is quilted sapele, back and sides, and lovely red cedar on the top. Very fingerstyle-y. Cedar tends not to, and this guitar is a good example, tends not to have the bright, really crisp aggressiveness of a spruce top. It's a little more reserved. It's a little, not quieter. There's plenty of volume on this. And there's plenty of high end. It just doesn't have that big snap, which is kind of a more intimate sort of sound and blends really well with back and sides woods that are nice and hard. Sapele is most often compared with mahogany. It's kind of a more sustainable sort of mahogany, and it sounds great, and it's so pretty. Cedar on the top. It's long scale, 25.5 plus a little bit. It's 25.5 scale, and the nut is 1 3/4. The conformation of the neck, the back of the neck, is kind of an open C. Yeah, I'd call that an open C for sure. Where the fingerboard is just about the widest thing. There's no sort of shoulder on the neck of the guitar to wrap around. This one comes right up to the edge. Some people like that and some people don't. I'm fine with it. I am so lucky. For whatever reason, my hand gets accustomed to just about any neck, at any width, at any conformation, and it's fine. I need about 5 minutes to get accustomed to it, and then I'm good. Some folks, though, their hands are much more particular about that, and fair enough. Hi, Steve Messenger. Happy Friday to you. No, happy Friday to you. Guess I showed him. The Gent has 11s on this, so it's a little snappy at the moment, but I like that. You know, I was playing aggressively. I just wanted to see. Whenever I pick up a new guitar, I kind of put it through its paces and do a couple of little things I typically listen for. That little half step there between the F sharp, that 44, 4th string, 4th fret, and the open G string, the 30, the 3rd string, open 3-0. I listen to that. That's one of the things I do. And then I'll play the same thing, that little thing that I was doing, Know Your Rider, hot tuna style. Kind of aggressively and kind of quietly, just to see where the threshold is of the guitar, where it starts to rattle, and where it really starts to activate. Now this one, I think I mentioned this in a previous, in fact I'm sure I did, I mentioned this in a previous little webcast here. When you go into a guitar shop, play the guitar, find out where that threshold is, because below that threshold of attack, how hard you play the thing, to put it crudely, as I'm so wont to do, below that threshold, all guitars sound pretty much the same. They sound like guitars. Any particular guitar that you're interested in won't sound like itself until you reach that threshold and you get to know its personality. So that's one of the things I'll do as well. Play it nice and softly. Now, playing this one softly, I think, holy smokes, this thing has really got some volume to it. It's got some punch and volume. You can play it very softly. And like Rod said in his little blurb there on the website, sustain. It doesn't have to be spruce. It doesn't have to be rosewood to have sustain. Gentlemen, start your engines. And ladies. Hi, Dan Ide. Nice to see you. Very good. Go Cowboys. Bill Douglas, Dwight Brown, welcome. Come on in. Gents, for the moment, do feel free to pass this information along, share this, either now or later, with anybody on your Facebook list here, any of your friends, any of the groups you may belong to. Always eager to get the word out on Mighty Fine Guitars. Lovely, intonates really well. And cedar's got a sound to it. how do you describe sound? Somebody said, and I've mentioned this before as well, there are two, and I think he was right, two terms that refer natively to sound, and those are louder and quieter. And everything else is a metaphor, simile, an analogy, something that tells you what the sound is like. I would describe the sound of cedar, for the most part, as more intimate. It doesn't clobber you with those bright, shiny, sibilant, I'm making it sound like it's bad, all those high frequencies that a spruce top would do. So I wouldn't say this is absolutely a fingerstyle guitar, but it's more a fingerstyle guitar, I think, than a strummer or a flat picker, where you want those high overtones. You want that 4K. You want all of that snap and crackle and pop. You and I forgot how it goes from there. Yeah. I'll have it for you next week. Really a great sense of balance between the low frequencies and the highs. It all sits in the same sonic picture. It's not sort of, you've got big thumpy basses and really shiny, shimmery high end. Everything's kind of more in the a little more mid-range maybe. Again, how do you talk about sound? Maybe more mid-rangey, but lots of sustain. Yeah, I was about to say something, then I thought better of it. It's a rare occasion, so treasure this moment. Let me see who's here. Well, it looks like we got Steve and Dwight, Bill and Dan, and Bill and Dwight. Well, very good. Who else is here? It says there are 10 people in the room here. Come on in. Let us know who you are. Oh, and at 1 o'clock Pacific time, check over with Bunny Barnes. Bunny Barnes is a terrific picker. She just got back from a trip to Europe to play with Tommy Emmanuel and somebody else. Who was it? It was somebody fabulous. Tony McManus? I forget. Terrific picker herself. And she's got a little Friday, what does she call it? 4 for Friday, where she plays you a song and then tells you all about it. So it's educational as well as entertaining. And it is both indeed. So to remind you folks, I'm playing a Schenk, a Rod Schenk. This is the Ophirio. I'm not even sure where to price it. I've seen prices online. I've kind of gone to Reverb to see what things have actually sold for. Oh, and when you go to Reverb, if you haven't done it yet, people can ask for what they want on Reverb and eBay. Reverb, at least. You can click the little button that says, show me all the filters. And then most frequently, 9 times out of 10, you get a little drop-down, a tick box option for show only sold listings. And there you can see what things have actually sold for. And prices are all over the place for this bad boy. Anywhere between I saw one for $11,000 on eBay recently. Another in the twos. This one is in spectacular shape. It's from 2012, right during that period where this was the Guitar of the Year by Acoustic Guitars Lights in 2 different categories, 1 gold and 2 categories. I think this was going to be in the 4 somewhere, but the research will continue. I'll have more info for you very soon. I don't have it right now. Well, I'm not sure if I'm still broadcasting or not. Picture done froze up here, but... Well, I think I'll sign off. It's the Schenk Ophirio. I'll have a listing for it up on the website soon. Long scale, 1 3/4, open C conformation on the neck, a red cedar top, and figured ovangkol back and sides. Lovely guitar. Come and get it, or at least talk to me about it. And I'll have a price for you real soon as well. I'm thinking somewhere in the 4s. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Your old pal Stevie Coyle here, signing off and signing out. Be good out there.